Dear students, welcome to English class. I am Mohammad Shalom, a lecturer in English, Dhamrai Government College, Dhamrai, Dhaka. Sorry. Our today's topic is passage narration. It's not new to you. You have already studied passage narration in your SSC level, and you have given the exam on this item also. Rules of passage narration. Today this is the discussions topic. There are some rules for passage narration. Before going to start, we should check an example of passage narration. Then I will tell you the rules of passage narration. A sample passage narration. Narration means speech. It can be direct or indirect. Whenever the speaker speaks, then it is called direct speech, and when this speech is reproduced by other, then it is regarded as indirect speech. Look at the example. Have you cut your hair off? Asked Jim. Cut it off and sold it, said Della. Don't you like me just as well, anyhow? I am me without my hair, aren't I? So, if we look into the passage narration, the thing is very important. Who is the speaker and who is the audience? If someone speaks at first, then he becomes the speaker, and who listens, he or she becomes the audience. And whenever the audience replies, then speaker becomes audience and audience becomes speaker. The first task is to identify who is talking to whom and which portion or which sentence has been told by speaker or the audience. So, if we see the answer, have you cut your hair off? Asked Jim. Cut it off and sold it, said Della. Don't you like me just as well, anyhow? I am me without my hair, aren't I? Here the conversation has been started with Jim. Jim has asked Della. So, in the first sentence, Jim is the speaker and Della is the audience. So, the answer is Jim asked Della if she had cut her hair off. You already know that the tense of the reported speech changes in indirect narration. Person will also change, and other things changes in some cases. You have already know this. If it is needed, then once again I will discuss the simple narration, but in today's session our focus point is passage narration. So Jim asked Della if she had cut her hair off. Cut it off and sold it, said Della. Here, in this case, as Della is the audience of the first speech of Jim, so Della replied that she had cut it off and sold it. Don't you like me just as well anyhow? Then Della has become the subject here, speaker here. Della has asked Jim. She then asked Jim if he didn't like her just as well anyhow. Then she also made another comment. I am me without my hair, aren't I? She also told him that she was her without her hair. He again asked Jim if she was not. So in this way you will have to answer passage narration. In your SSC syllabus there are vice versa situation. In some cases you will have to change from direct to indirect. In some cases you will have to change indirect to direct. It means that in some cases the answer will be given as your question and you will have to answer the given part as question here. This would be the answer. That's all. Okay, now we are going to start the rules of passage narration. Rule 1. At first you will have to read the whole passage to understand who is the speaker and who is the audience, and you must identify it. Then you will have to identify the tense or mood of the reported speech. For example, will you buy my hair? Asked Della. I buy hair, said Madam. Here Della is the speaker and Madam is the audience. So the answer is, sorry, there will be the here Aki will be replaced with Della. Della asked and Tori would be replaced with Madam. Della asked Madam if she would, here would be she would buy her hair. Madam replied that she bought hair. Rule 2. In this case, if you find reporting verb at the end or in the middle, whatever it is, whenever we will change it to indirect, then we must bring the reporting verb in front. The part or the sentence or the phrases that is given under the inverted comma, that is called reported speech, and other that remains outside of the reported is inverted comma, that is called reporting speech. So whenever you will find the reporting speech, it must be brought in front at the time of indirect. Here the word the teacher asked there is a mistake of typing mistake. The teacher asked Razin where he was from. Razin replied with respect that he was from Savar. That's all. Now I am going to the next rule. Rule 3. Here you will have to look out very carefully. If the whole passage is uh, spoken or uttered by the speaker, then if the subject is same, then you will have to add it, furthermore, further added, also said. But sentence must be if there is more than 2 or 3 reported speech in same sentence. Same sentences means if the 3 or 2 sentences is in assertive sentence or in interrogative sentence or in imperative sentence or in optative sentence or exclamatory sentence, then you will have to add said that, added that, furthermore said, also said, again said, or again asked, further asked, also asked, in case of imperative sentence, and requested and ordered to, in case of optative sentence, and prayed and wished that, in case of exclamatory sentence, there would be an exclaimed in joy that, or in grief that. You will have to use these sequences. It means that if there is more than one reported speech in if there is more than 2 or 3 reported species in affirmative or interrogative or imperative, then you will have to do these things. There is an example: I will pay for it. I'll repair that broken eggs. I broke it, he said to me. Dear students, look at this sentence very carefully. There are 3 sentences under one inverted comma in reported speech, and all these 3 sentences is in affirmative. Assertive sentences: I will pay for it, I will repair the broken eggs, I broke it, he said to me. Why did you break it? How did you show your responsibility? Do you have money or for repairing it? I said. And next cases, the audience replied with 3 interrogative questions. So we are finding the repetition of assertive sentence or repetition of interrogative sentences. In case of this cessation, you will have to answer like this: he told me that he would pay for it, he added that he would repair the broken eggs, he further added that he had broken it, as he had told 3 sentences in assertive sentences. Or you can add them with and, or you can join them with conjunction and. Then the audience, I asked him why he had broken it. I also asked him how he had showed his responsibility. I further asked if he had money for repairing it. It means that in some cases you will answer in normally said or replied, but in second cases you will have to say it added. In third cases you will have to further added or further asked. This sequence you will have to remember, this sequence. Rule 4. If there is yes in reported speech, you will have to answer with replied in the affirmative or subject plus auxiliary verb, and if there is any if there is any speech after yes, then you will have to reply with subject plus replied in the affirmative and said that. Example: I said to him, have you memorized narration? Yes, he said. I asked him if he had memorized narration. He replied in the affirmative or he said that he had. Next example, Tony said, Papri, will you come here? Yes, I will join my work tomorrow. Tony asked Papri if she would go there. Papri replied in the affirmative and said that he would join her work the next day. So these things are very important for answering passage narration. If you do not understand any point, you must make comments in comments option in my video tutorial. Okay, now I am going to the last rule of today, rule 5. Rule 5, if there is no in reported speech, then you will have to reply in the same way of yes, replied in the negative or subject plus auxiliary plus not and reported speech. And if there is any addition after no or after yes, then you will have to reply with subject plus replied in the negative and said that. I said to him, have you memorized narration? No, he said. Answer, I asked him if he had memorized narration. He replied in the negative or he said that he hadn't. Or it means that there is not any extension after no. So there is not the option B. The option is subject plus auxiliary plus subject plus replied in the negative. But if you look into the example 2, Tony said, Papri, will you come here? No, I will join my work tomorrow. There is speech after no. No, I will join my work tomorrow. Tony asked Papri if she would go there. Papri replied in the negative. So no will be the first rule of replied in the negative, and there will be addition of with and said that he would join her work the next day. Here the rules is very clear. If you after all if you have any inquiry or if you have any problem to understand the sequence, then you must make comments in comment section or where the video tutorial is uploaded. You can make comments in Facebook also, and if you do not understand, tell it. That's all. Thank you.